So, we are back. I bet.
Well, they all do fit.
Alright, so we're setting up camp. Well, we've set up camp, it's evening. Who's taking first watch?
Yeah, she is.
Oh yeah, just to back up and to fill everybody back in. So, during the last sit down, we made camp, found the mounts. Burke was summoned up out of the ground from wherever he almost drowned at, and Whack has disappeared through the process of the summoning. None of you have any idea where.
This mortal twice.
Okay. These two, Massage and Bright Boy. I can never remember your name. Sorry.
Akio.
I want to say Akion. So I wasn't that far off. Cool. I am horrible with names, so don't take it personally.
Accio, like the Harry Potter spell.
Okay. Are up in a tree watching everything. Make a perception check. Are you guys? I take it you guys are doing first watch.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so we'll just do first watch. You finish cooking, food's ready. Because of Nick's herbs and spices, it is amazing in flavor.
I'm gonna take a look.
But the boar is all gone before you get to the mounts. Okay.
I still had some of that, right?
No.
Okay, I thought this was like as we were eating.
No.
I took a leg.
I'm taking a little bit of a time jump here. Push things along. So your fires are able to keep going. You know how to set up a fire, even with wet wood, which wasn't wet for long. So you guys have wonderful tasting pork too. You know, that nicely seasoned pork roast. So you guys are doing first watch, so do a perception
21.
check.
Instead of sleeping, can I meditate with my sword?
Also 21.
Yes.
Actually, same. I'm gonna meditate with my bow.
Okay, and what are you doing?
Okay, we're doing that.
Sleep, I guess.
Sleeping? Okay.
Rest.
Okay, so apparently she's leaned against my back.
Why not? Maybe I'll see some interesting stuff. Who knows?
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
makes me nervous.
No, we'll get back to you.
I'm not nervous.
Alright, so 21 and a what?
21.
Jeez. There's quite a bit of wildlife around the campment. Nothing comes close because of the fire and the smell of the fires. And you can see they all stay a good 200-300 yards away. Which you can see perfectly thanks to your night vision.
And mine.
Yep.
As well.
Okay, you fall right asleep
I mean, my distance
And
is 20
start
my
with
the fire?
intelligence is
and start dreaming
my concentration.
right in the fire. Okay, and dreaming wonderful dreams of your volcano.
Like 7% more.
Alright. Now, the two of you. Alright, make a wisdom check.
30, 20?
14. 14.
Okay. So we'll start with Fee, who has the dominating role. So you link with your spirits. Okay? And you feel the warmth from your back seep into you a little bit as you're reaching out to your spirits within the sword. And you start seeing images of the gelph fighting the Skeksies. And you see the peace that was brokered between the gelph and the Skeksies. And you see images of gelph, Skeksy, and Uru meeting together at large circular chambers that are lit by glowing blue-green stones.
Oh, looks familiar.
You're seeing much the same thing, only you see the decimation of the Skeksies' army at the hands of the gelph. The Skeksies making a treatise of peace to avoid extinction. The beginning of the Skeksies race, and that helped drive the last of the gelph out of the Skeksy homeland. the peace brokered on very, very thin terms between the two races. You see the beginning of the breeding of the Skeks. And at the end, you see the Skek that was the Skeksie that was at that table. You see him place the bow up against the back of the stone seat. You're seeing this as well from the gelfling's perspective, where you place your sword against the back of the seat as a show of good faith and peace. There's a Uru that sits down doing the same thing with his staff. The human king, looking regal and almost glowing in his golden armor, places his sword down on the side as well and takes his seat. And then you see this demon come in. Nothing like what you saw your father look like. We're talking bulky, 10-foot tall, horns, flames licking across his flesh. A true demon. Not the dwindled down tieflings that you know as demons now. Who sits down at the table. What was your roll again?
At 30, 20?
And yours?
14.
Okay. You hear them talk about a bunch of boring logistic stuff. You don't really pick up any of it because it's not anything that you're overly interested in. You see them talking, but you can't hear any of their words. You roll too low. Sorry.
Can I read their lips?
No. Everything's in a haze, in a shimmer.
Mm.
You're there, but you're not there. You're seeing it, but you're not seeing it. Then you see the treaty being signed. The Skeksies, the Uru, the human king and the gelph. But the treaty didn't have the gelph signature on it that you remember. You can see it write it. And then it goes to the demon, who slices himself, sticks the quill into his own blood, and instead of writing on the parchment, quickly makes a small sigil on the table. And there's a flash of red. As you guys awaken in a start in a cold sweat. Simultaneously.
And I kind of turned my head and look at you. Can you tell me that kind of-
Obviously.
So, your watch goes nice and quiet. After your watch, you come down. Okay. You guys come down just about the same time they come out of their trance. And you see both of them kind of jump with the start and looking freaked out as you're hitting the bottom of the tree. By the way, make an acrobatics check.
Oh no.
Cool. Crit fail. Dirty 20.
Yep, you make it down. Okay. I need you to make a Constitution check.
19.
Okay. You hear the scraping of metal against tree, and then you hear a pop of an acorn or something in the fire, which is quite calming. Do you want to get up and check it out, or continue sleeping?
Poke my head out, see what everyone's up to.
You see the armored figure grinding his way down the tree.
Just
You wanted plate armor. Okay. You see these two back to back, kind of freaked out. So, you going back to sleep, or you getting up?
I'll get up. Emerge from the fire.
Okay.
From the fire?
yeah, he was in the fire.
Taking a nap in the fire.
He was raised in a volcano. I'm pretty sure you can handle the heat of the fire.
It's cold outside the fire. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, all 5 of you are now together. Nick and Knack wake up. Look over at you guys. Time for our watch.
I nod.
Okay. So Nick and Knack will take watch. For second watch. So what are you guys all doing?
I just put my sword away and go sleep on top.
Okay, so you're gonna go get rest. Alright. You?
I'll get rest. I need to get my SP back.
Okay.
I'm gonna rest to get all my magic points and stuff.
Alright, so it's been 4 hours. So roll 4d6.
All of us?
No, him. He took Defiler. So he is constantly draining at a rate of d6 spell points per hour from the world around him. And if he's over his max spell points, he takes damage.
So he has to use magic.
Or hurt himself.
Yeah. Either or works with me. 13.
13, so you gain 13 spell points.
Can you give other people the spell points?
Yes. I can also suck them out if you.
He read through the primal. Alright, so you're sleeping. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take my water skin out of my pack and drink some of the wine that's in it.
Okay, so you're spending the next 4 hours like drinking?
No, I'm just gonna take a sip and go to bed.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So you're going to rest, you're going to rest, you're going to rest.
I'll tend to the fires if they've waned at all.
No, they're still going perfectly
So
good.
you can go back to sleep.
They're going to
Fireboy.
burn for the next 24 hours. You set them up right.
Go to sleep,
Just go
Fireboy.
back to bed.
It's warm in
Perfect.
here.
Thought everyone was
It's warm
gathering,
in
I
here.
guess not.
We have a crazy merc in our chat.
Oh no!
Who's killing us? What?
It's not Mofo.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy merc.
It's just bad. Anyone can just as bad, I guess.
It goes well. Had an interesting dream. Well, immune session. All right, so all of you are resting. Who's taking a full 8 hours? Is anyone stopping after a certain amount of time?
I'll stop after like 5 hours.
And that, so you're not fully rested. Got it.
I am sleeping.
Same with me.
Full 8 hours. I
Mike-
don't want to
Well, you've already had 4.
Oh, so I'll
So 4 more hours.
go for 4 more.
Actually, I'll just take a full rest.
All right. So are you taking third watch?
Sure.
Okay. Burke is still out of commission, so who is going to take watch with you? No one else has had a full 8 hours of rest at this point.
My character technically doesn't need rest.
True. By the way, roll another 4d6.
I'll just roll 2 twice. Oh, 13 again.
Just
Alright.
Yeah.
So I take it you're pumping these extra points into your mallet, your torch?
At this point, yes, because I don't want to be going super over, and it's for every one.
For every 2 points that
2
you spend,
points.
you put 1 point into your staff,
Okay.
into your weapon. Okay. How many spell points have you put into it so far?
I have 7 right now.
Okay. Alright, so are you taking third watch on your own? Oh, actually, he's going to take it with you, right?
Oh, okay.
So, 2 of you roll perception.
Uh, 16?
16?
Yeah.
Alright, perception.
I'm still doing math. Ooh, 19.
Okay.
Plus whatever.
So there are quite a few woodland creatures around. Okay, you can kind of sense them and smell them. You can see them. None of them are coming within a few hundred yards of the camp, though, because of the fires being so bright and non-welcoming. And that's about all you seem to notice all night. Everything goes nice and smooth. So morning arises. You guys awaken. You're all fully rested now, which means you gain back your spell points. You have to roll another 46. So you gain back all your spell points, all your hit points, all of your daily refreshers are now refreshed. Alright. And there is no leftover bacon.
Can I go look for breakfast for us?
You gonna go hunting again?
Yeah.
Alright, make a survival check. What's everyone else doing?
11.
11? You don't have any luck.
I see. Yes.
No. Everything's pretty well cleared from the area.
I picked them.
Throw some berries.
So that's your first hour.
I'm gonna start eating this soon.
Yep.
Oh, I walk over to you.
Oh, she caught a wild boar earlier and cooked it. Crazy Merc, that's why.
Tasty.
I hand you a bag.
Get it and ask what's in it.
Oh, I'm stupid.
I look at you and you're in character and just say, empty. But you are, I look over at you. I'm like 6 feet tall, so you're very tiny to me. Really?
Yeah.
Dude, he's legit 2 feet tall. Wow, you're tiny. So I'm towel over
I
his
could,
mother.
I could carry
He's
him on my
knee-high.
shoulders.
Yeah.
And then there's
8 feet.
Yeah,
Standing at full.
He is Charmander.
you really are.
Green.
Really? You're a green Charmander?
Yes.
With no fire tail, or do you have stuff a tail?
I have a tail. It isn't on fire.
Oh, I thought you were
We
red.
could have seen you.
thought I wrote
sleeping
down
in the
green
fire.
now.
Green marks. But my guy goes to you and says, I understand you like fire.
Very much. You have any.
Can
Is it on
I
fire?
have a character use nature's
Actually,
gift
if you
to
have something you
nature
don't want to
bring
burn,
some edible
the pack I just gave you
fruits
is
and stuff?
fireproof.
Alright, roll a d20.
I figure if there's a situation in with this group, I look
Yeah.
over at the group, kind of apprehensively,
That's 20.
evidently,
20.
and then I make the comment, just in case
Dear.
that you require to hold something that doesn't need to burn.
No, it's plant.
Thank you.
I know,
It's
and then
edible
turn around
fruits and
immediately.
vegetables.
I can't stop my
Have
friend.
that for breakfast.
Okay.
So, as you sit there and cast it, I believe it takes a few minutes for casting, right?
That hurt.
It's.
I had the first set
It does not say.
queued up. Then
Well, I'm guessing
to
it
do
does
that
take.
after.
I'm guessing it's like that 8, so it takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's another thing you could
So
do
I
too.
technically only drained 2.
Alright, so
spell
you
points
cast
out of
it,
my max, so
and
I'm
then-
so good.
Nothing seems to
Ton of
happen
points
for a
into
while.
my staff now.
And you're like, and you kind of feel as if it failed you.
Dude, it is
Until
my
you-
first time using
Until you look over to the side and you notice that you swear that tree wasn't there a little while before. But as you see,
With the spider silk.
there's this pomegranate tree
it. Go over.
full of fruit.
Ready in?
So just write in the inventory,
Next time, treat it
spider
like
silk.
that.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna call out to
That's
Skype
not
if
bad.
she's awake.
I'm awake.
Skype, can you come below this tree?
And just make sure
Do I
you make
hear
sure
her?
it's fireproof.
I'll start walking over.
What are your orders?
Just mention
Whiffed up
it
to
cannot
neck.
be set
I'm
on
gonna start
fire.
dropping
No, it can't. It's totally water fireproof.
pomegranates
Waterproof
into
too?
her.
I don't know.
I'll even turn my
Yes.
head so my beak doesn't get
Considering I'm
away.
wearing a
Get in
full
the
outfit
way.
of it, let me check.
Yeah, these are large, red, heavy fruits. They look tough. You guys have never seen pomegranates before.
I'm collecting as many as I can. Or as many as her arms can handle.
Again.
Have you
dress.
tried opening any to see if they're... You've never seen a pomegranate before.
I collect several, try them out.
Meta.
I asked specifically for something that's edible. I trust my magic.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm
Alright,
gonna.
so, yeah, you guys wake up and you could see her out collecting...
Just dropping these red spheres from the sky.
Yep.
Me catching them.
The three of you could actually make an intelligence check, nature check.
22.
Yeah, you recognize pomegranates for what they are.
Oh,
17.
Those are expensive in
11.
most markets and rare. They're considered almost a mystical fruit because they're used for a lot of high-level potions. They're
And are these straight up falling from the sky?
no, she's picking a full tree of them.
Oh.
This tree is covered in
And I'm
them.
catching them.
I'm up in the branches.
Okay, you
More,
know that
please.
these fruits usually go for 50 silver apiece.
A piece? Like one seed or like
No,
one
one
whole
fruit.
palm? Okay. I mean,
I'm
still,
gonna need to
That's
extract
half a
seeds
gold
from these
for a
apples,
fruit.
so could you
Yeah.
maybe help me with
What
that?
are they?
Okay, it's usually like
It's a fruit.
1 silver
I
for a
call
night
out-
stay at a good
It's a
inn.
pomegranate.
The fuck's a pomegranate?
I pointed the thing's hanging off the tree. What do you want me to say?
Are they edible?
Yes, it's a kind of a citrusy fruit. Kind of this has seeds in it. Mushy.
How do you eat it?
Can I walk over to one and just take it off the tree and go? "Ah."
Right through the peel.
You're supposed to peel it first.
Let's just say that my character wouldn't care. I said it's edible. Probably not going to care about any peeling. I'm just not eating it.
And
You know, like those orange
I mean,
spears that we
technically,
sometimes
yeah,
have?
you can eat the outside of it.
Oranges?
yeah, they were trees.
I mean, you can actually eat a full orange. It's not very tasty, but you can
Maybe.
eat an orange.
Maybe
Just like apples. Eat the whole thing. It's just not
Maybe it's
pleasant.
an orange.
So, how many pomegranates do we have in total?
Let's say roll it 100s.
What's your carry weight limit?
Where
How
would I
would you
find
know
that?
Under possessions? Down at the bottom.
Backpack max is 30 pounds, but
It'd be
max
right.
carrying 255.
Mine's only 70. Not very strong.
Where did you see
Matt-
Push
that?
dragon lift.
Third page in, bottom right.
Underneath the mount.
My max carrying is
Encumbered,
300.
heavily encumbered, max carrying.
165.
How do you have more
Huh?
carry?
165.
Well,
Alright,
it's my
so
strength.
Yeah, it's all based on your strength.
we'll take that down to 130 considering what you're wearing.
Haha.
So in total, you could
As in very
carry
muscular.
about 250 of these if you have a proper satchel to put them in,
Okay,
or a blanket or cloak to wrap them up in.
okay. So,
Or you could also check your mounts to see if they actually had baggage left to fill.
oh,
I'm
I
gonna
wasn't.
have to clean it up
I was
anyway,
seeing how
all
many
of
I could
the-
carry back to camp.
Yeah, that would be your carry weight.
Oh, okay. So at this point, I'm like holding my cloak open to like wrap them up and everything. I think we have
We
enough.
can make it a team effort and just get everything.
Think we have enough?
Can I?
You have been. Someone has purchased Sam a critical success.
Yay!
Say thank you to Crazy Merc.
Thanks, man. Hey, this is the kind of influence I like, not like that other mother.
I
Well,
mean, his name is Mofo.
I don't give a fuck what his name is. I don't like that guy.
Watch him join the chat. Like his ears were ringing.
If he joins the chat, he's gonna get booted or not happy.
Pretty close to it.
They're always discussed. I don't like him. I don't want him. I don't need that negativity in my life.
Yeah, I don't want something ruining you. So,
But appreciate the good success. When next time I roll, whenever that is.
all right. So, anyway, sorry. What were you guys doing again?
I put my
Gathering
cloak.
all the pomegranates.
I put my cloak down, like on the ground, and I'm putting the pomegranates that I'm catching down onto my cloak, so I can carry them.
Sky, you've received a blessing.
Thank you.
B, you've received a blessing.
Thanks.
So each you get a plus d6 to the roll of your choice.
Or I could save it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Roll of your choice.
Why, thank you.
All right. So what are you guys doing this morning?
I guess I'm just gonna.
Oh, another blessing for Greg.
Oh,
Wow.
After
thank you.
Write it down. Or it didn't happen. Right at the top of your
After
page.
I
Just one
dropped
lesson.
pomegranates on her, can I sit in the branch and just do my 8th spell?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. No. So as you guys are all deciding what you're having for breakfast, She starts humming. After a few moments, you all feel invigorated. And how many hit points do they gain?
8.
8 temporary hit points on top of your max hit points for the day. Reclaimers for life. Oh, another blessing for Steven.
Sorry, I was counting. Thank you.
Wow, thank
How many
you.
spell points do you have in your staff at this point?
I have 18 whole points.
Okay.
Is that a good
Am I
thing or a
collecting
bad thing?
more now that time has passed?
Well, you just woke up from that, so it's another D6 now for the next hour of preparing breakfast. And what are you guys doing in this morning?
I
got-
guess
We got you down.
I'll bring the pomegranates back for us to eat for breakfast.
You show them how to properly open a pomegranate and eat it.
You know how common people do it? Sure. I can show them. So I can help you peel pomegranates. As I glare at you as I do it. Like, rip. Rip. Not paying attention. Actually, no. Looking straight at you by doing this perfectly as if I'm staring right at it.
And I'll just follow and
Make a sleight of hand check. We've all opened a pomegranate. First time opening one is always the worst. And how many times have...
18.
Yeah, you do it perfectly.
Cut it in half and whack it with a spoon. It's the easiest way.
Huh? 13?
Jokes on you. I have a
Little too much effort into it. As you rip it open, pieces of the seeds go flying in all directions. It like explodes in your hand like confetti. But there's still about half the fruit left.
Forgetting that wicked strong.
I'm just gonna kind of just take it out with my feet.
I was gonna
to see
say,
the seed.
can I ask
Cutely.
Knack?
Yeah?
Is the earthbender?
Yep.
Can he make a stone bowl container? Should be something easy for him with earthbending.
Sure. How big?
Big enough to hold a bunch of pomegranates that we can bake into a paste.
I need the
Oh,
seeds.
so you want mortar and pestle?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, sure. And he sits there and you watch the ground of the actual floor that you're on go into a perfect circle with a little bit of work. And then he just reaches into the stone wall and pulls a piece out that makes a perfect pestle.
I'm gonna look at you. Do you want help?
Sure. I hand you the pesto.
Okay.
And then I just start
yeah.
tossing the pomegranates into the thing to smack down into a paste. We're making fruit paste.
Okay.
If we try it out, we
Take
can make
that and
preservatives if we
put it
need to
on
feed
top.
the animals.
Oh, it's
pretty
burned.
handy. So these are what multi-tools.
And it's
Okay,
good for
well, I still need to go
buns.
to Pump. I'm gonna
Not pomegranates.
the bastards
Maybe other
and
things
stuff
that we should
You
use.
dry
for
out
and all
the
this
waste?
stuff.
It'd be
Investigation.
easier if we just found like pepper or chilies. Or, I mean, those different things you'd make with it.
15?
But it would work.
You've lost about 20% of the rations and stuff that were in there. And since none of the stuff was taken care of the night before, the other rations are all waterlogged, as well as him. He smells horrible. He's not in a very good mood.
I'm gonna take the saddle and stuff off.
The saddle's perfectly clean.
That doesn't matter. I need to make my mouth feel better.
And he doesn't smell like lavender.
I know he smells like his normal punk self, and she's okay with that. She likes the smell of it.
Wet skunk.
Yes.
So
Sounds
me,
like a weird character.
so me and him are working the mortar and pestle. He handed me the mortar, so I'm
Okay.
And I just keep peeling and tossing. I enlist
fire.
Charmander and Shiny Knight.
Why would fire help?
No, I don't need him to burn it. I need him to peel
Oh.
pomegranates. you got like a lot. If you had 60, 70 pounds of pomegranates, I mean, that's like
Okay.
bushels.
You've seen these, but you've never had the chance to have one before.
Wander over.
They're safe for rich people. You too.
I described it. I show them how to peel said pomegranate.
Can we save a couple for the group?
I like use my foot to like push a few of them away from the rest of them.
Thank you.
Great.
So,
We don't get these often.
as,
Actually, I've never seen
I look at
these.
you dead in the face. They're half a coin apiece in the cities. Half a gold coin.
No, we've never
apiece.
seen them in Foxfield, so
They're not from there.
oranges are rare in general.
This isn't even an orange.
Vegetables
tree's
don't
full
even
of 'em.
exist there.
hey, every
Like,
time
they
you
call
pick
it
more
out
off, you
across.
swear there's more fruit growing right back where they left off.
So you can go pick more and come back with more.
Yeah. Nick is preparing a few in an odd way.
Let me grab some for the mouth.
Yeah, that's what Nick is actually doing. He's making animal feed out of the pomegranates.
So if we can keep using the mortar and pestle to make
Do I have to roll to
fruit
see how
paste.
well I'm using the mortar and pestle?
Not really.
Okay.
What are you trying to do with the mortar and pestle with
We're
all this?
Squishing
Just
the
squishing
seeds.
pomegranates down into a paste so that I can
So you have a
fruit paste. I'm making fruit paste.
basin of
Yeah,
fruit,
a couple
of
extras.
pomegranate juice and
Fruit
rind.
paste. Yeah,
I asked for a couple of
extra crushed,
in the tree stand.
pureed more or less.
It wouldn't really turn into a.
I mean, then I could have. What I'm thinking. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not trying to make juice. That's not how you would
But
make
juice
juice.
would be awesome.
But my whole thing is,
It's like crushing a bunch of grapes.
if we make the paste and add his fire, can I make dehydrated fruit paste?
For the earth.
That would be a low heat. Okay. Which would be a concentration type roll. You'd have to discuss it with him and he'd have to roll to see if you can keep the heat low enough to dehydrate it without cooking it. Because that's usually like a long term in order to
Yeah,
dry out
true.
food. And if you're making it done quickly with heat, like a dehumidifier would, it's a low heat on kept on very dry. And if you're trying to make a paste and you want to do it quicker, you probably want to at least leach off the juice first.
So if we made glass bottles,
And how would you do that?
well, we have someone who can bend earth, and someone
Making
who
glass is a finite thing. It's not like bending a rock.
can fire, sand and fire.
Can you
make
write your
glass.
character?
Yeah, you could make a little Charmander in a kiln.
You just glass floor the entire bleach.
Look at your possessions.
What are your possessions?
This is why I recommend read your character sheets every so
Oh
often,
yeah, I have
especially.
a portable forge/oven.
So we can make
He has
glass.
a portable forge/oven.
Where is he keeping it on him?
I'm not gonna lie, an actual portable stove oven can be this big.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's that big.
Then again, he's only 2 feet tall.
So
Yeah.
for him, that would be full size.
Yeah.
Yeah, for him, a full size one is like this to us. It didn't burn. It's fascinating.
Well,
To the bag.
yeah, you could get Knack to gather some
So we should leach off the juice and
Sand.
sell that too, because isn't that also important?
Well,
Or
although I
use the
love
juice
your
for
idea
potions.
about selling, what's the nearest person, creature, or sentient being that we could sell a thing to?
But this
I'll buy
is
something from
also
you.
clean.
I meant like,
liquid
I mean,
drink.
this would be a great way to make money
Mhm.
if we were in a city. We are in the
Fresh
middle of a
juice.
swamp. And even then, yes, I mean,
Is she near me?
I'm by pump.
I'm gonna kind of go up to her and whisper. Hold on about that.
It can hold unlimited stuff.
yeah, I mean, it's a even I think I know what that is.
Yeah.
So-
You don't know if they have one, but then what are you going to contain all this juice in and rind in? I mean, this is something to think about too. And as you guys are talking all this, and Knack is watching, fascinated while you're doing it, Knack says, "You know, I don't really like swamp. It's going to be a long walk, isn't it?"
Mm-hmm.
Can I jump in and be like, is that what you say? Like, yeah?
Yeah, it's gonna be a long walk.
Wouldn't it be easier if we just built a raft and kept going with the water? Water. Pontoon boats are usually wider in order to compensate. A raft would be something that, or a ferry, a barge. Those are more like the geographic thing for river travel. A pontoon is open water. A raft, ferry
I mean,
is.
yeah, we could make a sail too.
Are we like right next to the river still? Like it's like
Yeah.
10 feet away. I walk over there and look down. We won't need one.
We'll sail
No,
for
and
extra
my,
speed if enemies
shitty way of
appear
cooking
again.
in the south.
I point
Yeah.
the current. I mean, a sail would
Waterlogged.
probably ground us on
Starting
the
to
side.
smell
because
nasty.
If the wind comes
Mold.
in and we're
Which
riding the
grows very
current,
quickly in the swamp.
Is there heat placed? Is there a fire still
I
going?
think you're over.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few fires still going.
I mean, and but
Bring them right
I could
there
make
and
a
let
I could
them
make
dry
a
out.
sail.
Yeah, his
and
fires
my
are going to be
character
going strong
could.
until midday, without any
But-
tending.
If we have a rotatable sail,
We'd be more better off with like sticks to keep us from doing that. We don't need. I mean, and the other thing is too. What if there's a high turn and we careen off. I mean, we don't want to go too fast, and we can ride the current. That's what we were doing before.
Yeah, we should be more careful about enemies and our surroundings.
Yes.
But we're not going to be able to travel enough on foot to get away from any
Definitely
enemies.
not.
We need to get the water again.
And we need to be able to have our mounts with us as well.
I shrug, and do not
Is
respond to
there
that.
a barbarian anywhere?
Across the river.
We could.
Is there a decent sized one that's
Not really. What are you looking for?
I was gonna ask about
If my
if it could make like a giant like if it could grow a redwood tree and then ask
too big.
to water itself.
Too big.
Would that be nature's gift or would that be growth?
It would be nature.
Yeah, and you would need a plant to grow it from.
I
So
mean, pine trees
you'd
can
have
get
to
pretty
work with one of the
I think
trees
it's
that are
whatever
there,
we
which
regulate
are what?
them.
Cicada trees, usually?
Cicada.
Yeah.
If we're in a swamp with some forest and rockland, it'd be cicada. Maybe willows, is possible.
Yeah.
A few other type of indigenous swamp trees. But my character is pretty clear cut that the best thing to do is get back on the water. It's faster than foot. Honestly, I look around and I tell you when I was scouting that there's no paths, no clear defined villages, no settlements, no structures. The only clearest way to travel would be the water. So I suggest that we work on making a raft.
Where's Rat? He hasn't appeared yet.
Don't want to
Okay.
leave him behind.
Spirits of the Rat.
Yeah, last time I did that, I kind of brought back a necromancer.
But maybe if you focus on trying to reach out to Rat, maybe it might work.
I can try, but don't yell at me if I bring something deadly back.
Alright, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna sit down and focus on my memories of Whack. See if I can commune with him through a spirit link or something. Or actually, not a spirit link. That'd be the wrong wording.
It'd be like a spirit projection.
Yeah.
Like not like spiritual projection. That's the best way I can say it.
Take a good look at your divination abilities. Class feats. Okay. Now, which ones exactly do you have?
Experimenter and mental defense. Those are class features.
Under
Those are class features. Oh, feats. Sorry. True sight and spirit guide.
Okay, so
I guess I could use true sight.
okay, so
And could I also use experimenter on top of that to cut down the time?
experimenter is how you
first time you're casting a spell.
Okay.
It only counts on the first type before it becomes a full spell. So you're trying to use true sight in order to see where Whack is to communicate with him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's going to be a slight alteration of the spell.
No, it wouldn't, because passive, able to focus to see clearly any object/creature and surroundings within 100 feet per level of user.
Okay. Good call. Good job. I am happy to hear that you read it. Thank you. Sorry. I don't mean to get overly excited. It's not often you guys do that. And it's usually me like, take a look at your character. You have something
Surprisingly,
there.
that's one of the things
Yeah.
I've read multiple times.
Yeah, like you, take a good look at your possessions, okay? And when it comes to glass, there's something you should see. So roll.
10.
Total?
Oh, I'm also adding
Spell mod.
my spell mod. 16.
Okay, that's high enough. You see Whack. He's trapped in a dark place.
Can I call out to him?
Okay. He doesn't seem to hear you. He's floating in a dark, empty space that seems extremely close, yet not there either.
Can I reach out to him?
Yes.
Can I grab him?
Make a wisdom check.
Fuck, I'm gonna die. Check or saving throw?
Check.
Okay. Wisdom?
Yep.
12.
12. You reach out and your hand goes straight through his hand.
I try again.
Okay. Your spell is fading.
I try again.
Okay, you have to recast the spell first.
Okay, so yeah. So
Okay. And okay. So
does that cast any spell?
no, that's your basic.
So I cast it as many times as I want.
Yeah, it just takes you a while.
Yeah.
All right. Did you roll?
15.
Yeah, you find him again.
Reach out again.
Okay.
Wisdom. Can I also reach out with a little bit of my magic? And use Arcana as well?
Sorry, I got dropped your speaker.
It's fine.
So, what are you trying? What are you adding the spell points to boost the effect of? Because so far you've just used True Sight in order to seal.
I'm trying to grab him.
Okay, so you want to add not only see but also touch spirit.
Yes.
Okay, that's a brand new effect you've never done before.
Experimenter.
Yep. So I want you to roll a d20. Okay. Add your spell mod to it. And it's going to be a DC of 16.
$21?
You successfully feel the spirit world around you as you reach out and you grasp his spectral hand.
Does he hear me now?
Yes.
Are you okay?
Listen, I trapped. I summon Burke and then I get pulled into summoning place.
Can I pull him back with me?
Make a wisdom check first to see if you can maintain the spell. To hold on to him.
You're fine.
And if so, it's going to cost you a spell point. What'd you roll?
5.
Plus your spell mod.
You want to use your blessing right now? That might help you.
My blessing, that's right.
Sorry, it just seemed like the perfect time to throw in that she had a blessing.
And my spell mod.
It's only a DC 10 in order to maintain your concentration.
11.
That does it. Okay. So you're holding on to him. Deduct the spell point for maintaining it.
Primal or?
Primal.
Okay.
Okay. And how do you want to try and pull him back with you? Describe to me how you're using your energies to do so.
Well, he doesn't have a physical form. He's only astral right now. He only has an astral form, meaning
As far as you can tell, yeah?
as far as I can tell. So I guess I'll pull his spirit back with me.
Okay. Alright. Roll a wisdom check first.
11.
Wisdom saving throw.
15.
Okay. Who's around her right now?
Me.
You. Are you near her?
No, I think he walked off. I think you brought out your forge, but you brought it outside.
No, he was just going through his bags at that point.
Nah, you
Yeah,
should be
so
standing within 5
Relatively
Yeah,
close.
yeah, I'm close.
How about you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Close.
Alright,
I'm
all of
so
you make a dex
sorry.
check.
I'm so sorry.
Done.
I'm trying to bring back a teammate.
11.
Saving throw or just check?
Saving throw.
8.
17.
8.
17.
17.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Take d6 psychic damage.
Did I roll these 6?
Yep.
2.
I'll let you roll your own damage on this one. Okay, without the spell
Okay.
mod. No, DC 10 was the save throw on it.
And then we
Okay.
still
And what
have
kind of damage was it?
Psychic.
And we still have the 8 temporary hit.
So, in this explosion of spiritual energy, okay, that each of you get pushed a little bit back away from her with, there's a pop in the universe. And their slumps wax form. But it's not fully there. It's like his form keeps flickering in and out of existence.
Is he sentient? Like, is he, like, awake?
Yeah, I passed that one just barely.
I want to look at him. In order
Now it's
for
Wack's
you...
turn.
Okay.
Wack looks at you. You can see the tormented pain in his face as his body is being torn apart.
Ooh.
As he loses consciousness. He's unable to cast the spell he was about to. So what are you guys doing? He's flickering in and out of existence. And all of you are right there seeing it.
Could I? Could I possibly
Where's Mac? Or
boost
Nick?
his physical form since I'm able to control, like give him some kind of
I was gonna do
tangible-
that. I was gonna make a tiny stone golem for
Well,
him to inhabit.
you brought him back. It's Steven's turn at this point. See what he does. So you want to try and congeal his form by containing it within physical light?
Yes.
Okay, what spell would you be using to modify into that? While he's thinking about it, is there anything that you want to do?
Metagaming question.
Yeah.
Would mending do anything to this point, or is he spell?
He's
is
not
spiritual
really
flux?
there enough.
Okay.
Okay,
spirit.
make an intelligence check.
Couldn't I modify my light shield, which would be a solid shield of light, to be more of a
Body shape.
body?
A containment for him?
Yeah.
Like alpha?
Okay.
That would hold maybe about
Kind of, but
D6
not really.
damage worth.
Okay. Make a roll to see if you can cast it on him like that.
D20?
Yeah, and you're basically just doing a shielding on him for a round, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
For protection.
couple rounds.
Well, you'd have to recast it each round.
Okay.
8. Make an insight check.
That's weird that you said that number, because as soon as you said 8, that's what I got.
Okay, 8 plus your spell bonus.
14?
14.
Yep.
You were able to keep a light around him. Roll a d6 for me.
5.
Nice. He seems to solidify for a little bit longer than normal. And that would be enough for him to make a... He's coming conscious again.
Oh, thank God you're coming back.
So,
7.
7? Sorry, man.
My character's just gonna lean against the tree and watch.
What are you three doing?
So he kind of has a physical form. Not really.
No. No, he just solidified for a few moments, woke up, and now is back to being torn between the two worlds.
Panic. I'm pretty sure his body's destroyed.
No. Its body's not there.
True sight. Passive. Locate his body.
Roll.
16.
Okay. You see his body right before you. As it flitters out of existence, you see a dark place. As it flitters back into existence, you see his body before you.
Okay, so he go push his
Okay, make an
shoulder.
intelligence saving throw. As you're being bounced back and forth between
17.
the astral world, you're able to keep your composure, but it's mind-numbing to be warped back
So
and
his
forth
soul
from
and his
between the two
body
worlds.
are in two different places, basically.
Yep, at the same time. He's caught in between the two worlds. You didn't fully pull him through. What are you doing, Fee?
I can't see his body, can I?
You can see him flittering in and out of existence.
No, I meant like his actual body.
It is his actual body.
So I see Skek is near me, right?
Yeah, and she's trying to stabilize him. He's cast a shield of light around him that seemed to stabilize him for a few moments.
I maybe go to where his body is. Pick him up.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to save
Okay.
2 people now.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
19.
With that, before you even touch him, you realize it's a bad idea, as you feel the very air around him disappear with him and then come back. There's the ground below him is starting to warp.
But he's waking up, right?
Oh, he's awake. In incredible agony, screaming, but no sound is coming.
I'm still like going back and forth, right? With
Yeah.
him?
Alright, your turn.
Oh, because we moved him here. I didn't successfully pull him, so I gotta
But if you
pull him
put him
more.
back into the spirit form,
Would-
then
You gonna do that again?
Would-
He was
Yes.
trapped.
Would healing
His
do
body's going
anything to
back and
him?
forth.
He's not
Physical.
physically there enough to fully heal. You could try.
I would have tried that with mine.
I'm gonna do my thing.
The
again.
shield helped.
The shield help.
I'm gonna keep doing the shield.
Okay.
The problem
Roll a
is though,
D6.
if you
Hold
put
the
him back
shield.
inside of the summoning zone,
He's gonna be trapped.
well, that or he'll be disintegrated.
Yeah.
6.
So I have to pull him
Perfect.
through.
It's either
You
he
have to roll it
comes
before.
out or he goes in
Yeah.
and gone.
He tries casting. You see him become physical for a brief moment,
Can I take?
and then he warps right back out and starts flickering again.
I was gonna take that one moment to grab him.
You're not gonna be able to.
It's too fast.
Just because I feel like I have no other chance, could I try for a shot, grab, pull at that second, try to get him out?
Okay.
It's about
Make-
the only thing I can do to really help the situation.
Make a dex
nimble
check.
hands. The perfect time.
And I'm only allowing you because I know what this ability you're using is.
I know that. Can I just use my crit success?
He does have a crit success.
Okay. You, with a crit success, you attach yourself to his body.
Not
And as he flitters back out of existence, so does your line that you were holding. And are you holding on to it while
not
it
if it's
flitters
starting to
out?
flitter out of existence. I can just snap it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you snap it before it flitters out. And then when he flitters back, it comes back and starts flipping around as if it's affected by some kind of odd wind.
I'll go back and lean up against the tree.
What are you doing?
I don't think there's much I can do in this scenario.
In my world, I tried.
I mean, I can heal. but
Physical
that's-
won't pull him out.
It's physical, so
Physical won't pull him
Yeah.
out. It has to
It's gonna
be.
sound weird, but my sword that can pull spirits into it. Do you think if it could pull that spirit into it, could I pull him out through the sword?
You could try.
Gonna go up to.
Is everyone in your sort of gelph?
oh,
You might
Go
kill
ahead.
him.
You could try.
I don't think so. They all might not be gal.
But it's
Inside the
it's
sword.
it's a
Gelph
gelph
can hold
ancestral
your sword.
weapon. If you even tried to touch him with it, if I'm not mistaken, it would hurt the hell out of him. So I don't know if that would be the.
Give it a try.
Only Gelph can hold your sword.
Worst it'll do is kill him.
I just want the sword to suck
Yeah.
his soul.
Your
So-
sword is only
It would be like an enemy.
So,
Wouldn't it?
what are you doing? And yes, you could try that. I want you to roll a d20 and add your spell mod to it. For this point. I want to see what you come up with. And how do you word it to the sword?
Don't kill him.
Don't hurt him.
Don't hurt him. But just
Help him.
help him suck his soul into you and allow me to pull him out. See.
Roll.
$25?
Oh, that more than beats my total of a 12 difficulty. Okay. He flitters out of existence and doesn't come back. You can sense him in your sword. You can hear him catching his breath and calming down, no longer in agony.
Can I reach out to him?
And as you look into the broad blade of your sword, you can see him almost as a reflection. He reaches his hand out to you.
Can I reach out to him too?
Make a wisdom check. Let's see how well Zarg.
21?
Confirm.
21.
She got 21.
So, yeah, you grab Zarg. Sorry, Whack. Force of habit, I use the same voice. Okay? And your hand, you guys see her hand go right into the sword blade. You feel his flesh. As you pull his arm out, and it's like almost like toothpaste coming out of a toothpaste roll. It just kind of oozes out,
Cleanly.
and then forms up to exactly what you would think Whack would look like. Fully solid. Only something else happened at the same time. Something was holding on to Whack. And you see for about good, I want to say 30 seconds, a spiritual form of a gelph clutching onto the back of Whack's cloak, who looks at you, smiles, and then fades back into the sword.
What the fuck did we just witness?
What the fuck? Actually, wait.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
17?
You feel a cold, small hand grasp onto yours
Oh fuck.
as it's slightly pulling on you.
It's trying to pull you in!
Can I pull on it back?
Make a strength check.
Or you better succeed.
DC 15.
Nat 20.
Nat 20! Oh my god!
You rip the spirit of a gelfling warrior out of the blade, and it stands before you, physical in its spectral form, holding a spectral blade that looks just like yours, only with a slight curve to it.
I think I found out your power! Because remember, each sword wielder has their own power. I think you can pull out doppelgangers or assistants to help you in battle.
And you hear a voice in your head. How may I help?
I kind of call out and point at the spirit. Do we attack it or not?
Drain
No,
3
no.
spell points.
I don't.
What sort of spell is that?
Summon.
Spirit summoning.
Okay.
Oh, could I just call that spirit grab or something?
Spirit summon. Summon a gelfling spirit to assist you for 1 round. 3 spell points.
I'm just like looking at this gelfling.
Put my hand up, waiting out to blow shit up, and just wait.
Okay.
I
After
don't know
a
what's
few
happening.
moments, he just dissipates like fog
I think we found
without
your
being
power.
given any type of sentences or term as to what to do.
I was gonna ask if he could teach me a secret about the blade. But does he know?
I mean, she
Oh,
was
he's gone right
writing.
now.
Yeah,
So.
it's gone.
Yeah.
She
At
was
some
right.
point, I was really, but
And you ask as he's about to fade away, and you get the impression that the spirit you summon might be there physically enough to do something, but communication with it's going to be difficult and completely different.
So you gotta work on this spell. Oh, you want to know?
8-11. Alright, so is right here okay place to take a quick break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, then we shall
I'm gonna
return.
give Whack a hug.
Yeah, so are I.
Yeah, Whack looks exhausted, but he's fully conscious.
I'm so sorry, Wack.
He's a bit deformed now, though. You see that half of his face kind of shimmers in and out of being there.
I'm so sorry, Wack.
And even as you're looking at his form, it has almost a spectral look to it. His eyes have sunken deeper into his skull and have darkened, so he looks almost undead.
So his eyes aren't white anymore.
I'm so sorry, Wag.
I'm gonna give him a pomegranate.
Oh, your
I know it
fault,
won't
how dare
help,
you.
but you need to eat something.
He goes to eat it and starts vomiting and gets super sick.
Would
I think
healing him
might have made
do?
him a fool.
Or an undead.
You could try.
Or a necromancer.
Because I can lay some hands on him.
You might hurt him.
Healing him?
You.
He.
When someone is possibly phase shifted or pot spirit, physical healing can hurt them. Or at the very least,
You
won't be
guys
very.
don't know this in game, though. You have like no interactions with this kind of stuff.
He's undead.
He's not undead,
What is he?
He's
but he's also not living.
He's a null.
What?
Null and void. It's my way of saying he's kind of stuck in the middle. It's like purgatory.
So he's phase shift.
Pretty much.
Reminds me of someone we know, Dad.
Huh?
So, anything else you want to do before we take a break?
Yeah, I guess we can take a break here.
And we shall take a break.